Imagine reaching the age of 80, 90, or even 100 and still being remembered as a shining force in Hollywood. These legendary black actors have not only lived long lives, but also shaped film and television in ways that continue to inspire. From groundbreaking roles to unforgettable performances, their journeys are filled with resilience, talent, and history. In this list, we'll look at 10 of the oldest black actors in 2025, celebrating their remarkable contributions while honoring the fact that they are still with us after all these decades. 10. Robert Hooks, age 88. Robert Hooks, born in April of 1937, is now 88 years old in 2025, and his name carries weight in both acting and activism. Hooks wasn't just a performer. He was also a pioneer who helped open doors for other black actors at a time when Hollywood was still heavily segregated. His career took shape in the 1,960 seconds and 1,970 seconds, where he starred in films and television shows that gave black talent a stronger presence on screen. One of his standout achievements was being one of the founders of the Negro Ensemble Company, a theater group in New York that became the launchpad for countless African-American actors and playwrights. On screen, Hooks was best known for roles in Trouble Man, Passenger 57, and Star Trek III, The Search for Spock, where he showcased his versatility and strength. What makes his journey remarkable is not only his talent, but also his dedication to creating lasting opportunities for others in the industry. Now, in his late 80s, Hooks stands as one of the oldest living black actors, representing both artistry and progress. His name may not always be the first remembered by casual movie fans, but within the acting community, his influence remains undeniable. At 88 years old in 2025, Robert Hooks is a reminder of how groundbreaking work can extend beyond personal fame and instead reshape the entire industry for future generations. 9. Bill Cosby, age 88. Bill Cosby, born in July of 1937, is also 88 years old in 2025, making him one of the oldest surviving black actors in Hollywood. His name sparks strong reactions, but his place in television history is impossible to ignore. In the 1,960 seconds, Cosby broke barriers as the first black man to co-star in a dramatic television series with I Spy, earning 3 Emmy Awards for his performance. He later became a household figure with The Cosby Show, a sitcom that ran through the 1,980 seconds and reshaped the way black families were portrayed on television. The show wasn't just entertainment, it was cultural influence, offering positive representation during a time when stereotypes dominated the screen. However, Cosby's career and reputation took a dramatic fall in later decades due to legal issues and scandals, which cast a long shadow over his accomplishments. Despite the controversies, he remains a major figure in the history of black entertainment, both for the doors he opened and for the cautionary tale his career later became. Now, in his late 80s, Cosby lives as one of the oldest black actors alive. His legacy a complicated one that mixes trailblazing success with deep controversy. At 88 in 2025, his life story reflects both the highs of influence and the lows of downfall, a reminder that longevity often carries with it the full spectrum of human experience. 8. Garrett Morris, age 88. Garrett Morris, born in February of 1937, has reached the age of 88 in 2025, and his career stands as one of the most colorful among black actors of his generation. Best known as one of the original cast members of Saturday Night Live in the 1,970 seconds, Morris broke ground at a time when sketch comedy was still a very exclusive space. He brought humor, satire, and cultural awareness to millions of viewers each week, making his presence unforgettable. But Morris's contributions did not stop at comedy. Over the years, he transitioned into memorable roles across film and television, from The Jeffersons and Martin to his long-running part in Two Broke Girls. He had a knack for playing characters that combined wit, wisdom, and resilience, traits that reflected his own life. Behind the scenes, Morris overcame personal challenges, including surviving a shooting in the 1,990 seconds, which showed just how strong and determined he truly was. Even into his later years, he kept working, proving that age could never dim true talent. Now, at 88, Garrett Morris is one of the oldest living black actors, and his legacy lives in both laughter and longevity. His presence in entertainment over so many decades demonstrates how comedy and storytelling can leave a lasting cultural impact, all while keeping audiences entertained and inspired. 7. Billy Dee Williams, age 88. Billy Dee Williams, born in April of 1937, is also 88 years old in 2025, and his name is forever linked with charm, style, and timeless cool. For many, he will always be remembered as Lando Calrissian in the Star Wars saga, a role that made him one of the most iconic black actors in science fiction history. But Williams's career began long before that galaxy far, far away. In the 1970 seconds, he starred in films like Lady Sings the Blues and Mahogany, where his smooth presence turned him into a leading man admired by audiences worldwide. He wasn't just an actor, he became a cultural symbol, embodying sophistication and charisma at a time when Hollywood often sidelined black talent. His voice, his demeanor, and his screen presence made him stand out in every role he took on. Even into his later years, Williams continued to embrace his legacy, returning to the role of Lando in the modern Star Wars films and appearing at fan conventions where audiences celebrated him as a legend. Now, at 88, Billy Dee Williams remains one of the oldest living black actors, a man whose career proved that talent combined with elegance could redefine what stardom looked like. His place in Hollywood history is secure, and his continued presence reminds fans of an era when charm and talent could light up the screen in unforgettable ways. 6. Morgan Freeman, age 88. Morgan Freeman, born in June of 1937, stands tall at 88 years old in 2025, celebrated as one of the most respected and admired black actors in Hollywood history. His journey to stardom was not an overnight success. Freeman worked for years in theater and small television roles before his breakout moment on The Electric Company in the 1970 seconds. His rich, authoritative voice and calm, commanding presence soon set him apart. By the 1980 seconds and 1990 seconds, he had become a household name, starring in classics like Driving Miss Daisy, Lean on Me, and Glory. His career only grew stronger with roles in The Shawshank Redemption, $1 Million Baby, and Bruce Almighty, cementing him as both a dramatic powerhouse and a versatile performer. Known for playing wise mentors, leaders, and characters who carried immense gravitas, Freeman became the voice of reason in countless films. His narration style, instantly recognizable, made documentaries and commercials unforgettable. Beyond acting, Freeman's presence symbolizes perseverance, having risen from humble beginnings in Mississippi to the heights of international stardom. Now at 88, he is not only one of the oldest living black actors, but also one of the most iconic performers of all time, still admired for his longevity, dignity, and timeless artistry. 5. Hal Williams, age 86. Hal Williams, born in December of 1938, has reached 86 years old in 2025, making him one of the oldest living black actors whose work continues to be cherished. While he may not have achieved the global fame of Morgan Freeman, Williams built a career of quiet consistency, becoming a familiar face on television for decades. He is best remembered for his role as Officer Smith in the sitcom Sanford and Son, where his comedic timing made him a fan favorite. Later, he appeared in 227, another popular sitcom where his portrayal of Lester Jenkins brought both humor and relatability to audiences. Williams also appeared in a variety of films, including Private Benjamin, showcasing his range as both a comedic and dramatic actor. His steady career path showed how reliability and skill could keep an actor working across multiple decades. Williams became a dependable figure on television, someone viewers recognized instantly and connected with. At 86, he holds his place among the oldest living black actors, representing the group of performers who may not have always been leading men, but were essential to the stories being told. His career stands as a reminder that television history is shaped not just by stars, but also by strong, consistent character actors who brought life and authenticity to every role they played. 4. Fred Williamson, age 87. Fred Williamson, born in March of 1938, is now 87 years old in 2025 and remains one of the most dynamic figures among the oldest living black actors. Before Hollywood, Williamson was already a star on the football field, playing as a professional in the AFL and NFL. His toughness and charisma quickly translated to the screen, where he became one of the biggest names of the 1972 blaxploitation era. Nicknamed The Hammer, Williamson starred in films like Black Caesar, Hell Up in Harlem, and Three the Hard Way, where he embodied coolness, confidence, and action hero energy. Unlike many actors of his time, Williamson often had creative control, writing, directing, and producing projects that showcased Black strength and independence. This made him a trailblazer, refusing to accept stereotypical roles and instead shaping a career that put him in charge of his image. Over the years, he transitioned into television roles and appearances in modern films, proving that his talent stretched beyond one era. Williamson's career is remarkable not only for its longevity, but also for its boldness. He carved his own path in an industry that wasn't always welcoming. At 87, Fred Williamson remains one of the oldest Black actors alive, and his legacy stands as a testament to power, independence, and resilience both on and off the screen. 3. Bill Cobbs, age 90. Bill Cobbs, born in June of 1934, is 90 years old in 2025 and represents the very definition of a hard-working character actor. With a career spanning over 5 decades, Cobbs has appeared in more than 200 films and television shows, making him one of the most prolific actors of his generation. While he was rarely the leading man, his roles were always memorable. From The Bodyguard to Night at the Museum, his presence added depth and warmth to every production he joined. Cobbs specialized in playing wise, elder figures whose words carried weight, whether as a shopkeeper, mentor, or grandfather. His grounded performances connected with audiences, often making him a favorite even in smaller roles. What sets Cobbs apart is the sheer breadth of his career. He has worked across comedy, drama, action, and even children's films, always leaving an impression. His dedication and versatility show how an actor can build an enduring career without chasing stardom, instead focusing on craft and consistency. At 90 years old, Cobbs holds a special place among the oldest living Black actors, respected not only for his longevity, but also for the dignity and heart he brought to the screen. His career stands as proof that impact is measured not by fame alone, but by the countless stories an actor helps bring to life. 2. Marla Gibbs, age 94. Marla Gibbs is living proof that talent, resilience, and determination can carve a lasting place in Hollywood history. Born in 1931, she became a household name in the 1970s when she played Florence Johnston, the witty and sharp-tongued maid on The Jeffersons. What set her apart was her ability to bring warmth, humor, and strength to every role she touched, making her one of television's most memorable figures. Her comedic timing and no-nonsense delivery made Florence a fan favorite, but Gibbs never let herself be boxed into one character. She went on to star in 227, a sitcom she not only acted in but also helped produce, showcasing her behind-the-scenes influence as well as her on-screen charm. Beyond her acting, Gibbs has been a trailblazer for Black representation in Hollywood. She showed that women could lead successful sitcoms while also making decisions behind the camera. Even in her later years, she's continued to work, appearing in films and TV shows well into her 80s and 90s, proving her love for the craft never faded. Her contributions paved the way for countless other Black actresses, reminding the world that representation matters and that strong, relatable characters resonate with all audiences. At 94 in 2025, Marla Gibbs is more than an actress, she is a cultural icon. Her career reflects not just personal success, but also decades of progress in Hollywood. She continues to be celebrated as one of the oldest living Black actors, still leaving her mark. 1. James Earl Jones, age 94. James Earl Jones, born on the 17th of January 1931, holds the top spot as the oldest living Black actor in 2025 at 94 years old. His name alone evokes respect, and his voice has become one of the most recognizable in entertainment history. Generations grew up hearing his commanding tones as Darth Vader in Star Wars and as the noble Mufasa in The Lion King, roles that made his presence immortal even beyond the screen. But his contributions run much deeper than his voice. On Broadway, Jones established himself as a powerhouse, mastering Shakespearean roles and winning Tony Awards for performances that showcased his incredible range. In film and television, he brought gravity and heart to every role, from The Great White Hope to Coming to America. His life journey adds even more inspiration, overcoming a severe childhood stutter to become a master of speech and performance. Few actors have left an imprint as profound, not only as performers, but as cultural icons. At 94, James Earl Jones is not only the oldest living black actor, but also one of the greatest actors of any background or generation. His career is a testament to resilience, artistry, and the enduring power of storytelling that transcends time. And there you have it, the incredible journey of the oldest black actors still with us today, shining with wisdom, talent, and the kind of resilience that inspires generations. From breaking barriers in Hollywood to creating unforgettable characters, these icons remind us that age is not a limit, but a living testament to passion and perseverance. Their stories are not just about entertainment, they are about history, culture, and the power of representation that continues to shape the world. But here's the real question. Which of these legendary actors had the biggest influence on you? If you loved revisiting their lives and legacies, don't just keep it to yourself. Hit that like button, share this with friends, and subscribe for more powerful stories that uncover the hidden gems of Hollywood, because every click keeps these stories alive and ensures their impact will never be forgotten.